bcsradio.com. Good morning to you. Pastor Bill Blair with us from Grace Church in Indiana. Always good to catch up with him. Here we go into the Lenten season. How about that? Yeah. And so, you know, that's going to be a really, really exciting time of the year. It always is in the life of any of the Christian church family. And so our visit with him this morning, presented by Marcus and Mack, voted best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 4 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. You have at Grace Church a brand new worship format I think it sounds really exciting too. And you've got a guest with you today. I neglected to introduce him.
This is my friend Scott Cramer, who is an amazing musician. We're really happy to have him on the team as well. So he's going to be leading the music, and I'll be doing most of the preaching there at the service. But we just felt it would be good to add this other possibility for people for worship, because we have traditional, which our church has always done really good traditional worship, also really good contemporary worship. But I always thought, what about all these people in Indiana County who love country music? And there's a lot of people like that. And also for Sunday night, I feel like there's a lot of people who have to work Sunday mornings. And I just felt this is a good time to add something like this.
Yeah. And of course, faith and country music, that's sort of, they have a long time historical connection, don't they?
There's hardly a country singer out there that hasn't released a gospel album.
Yeah, exactly. And we on our way to church on Sunday mornings, we listen to Carrie Underwood's. Her Sundays are all given over to faith music, and so it's just a very natural pairing. So tell me about the service itself.
Well, we're going to have several country songs and sermons, and the sermon will be different from Sunday morning, so that if people have come to our Sunday morning service, they want to go Sunday night, they'll hear a different sermon that way. But I think we want to be casual, we're really encouraging casual country, as far as dress code and such. But it'll have everything that we do in a morning service, but just a different style.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's going to be on Sunday evenings?
Yes, Sunday nights at 7 o'clock starting March 1st.
Starting March 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's not very far away.
No, it isn't. Next week.
Yeah. So you've assembled, I'm sure, a really good group of musicians.
Well, it's a work in progress, but we have a team that can get started. We have acoustic guitar, bass. I'm playing keyboards, and some singers. We're still looking for some more options for banjo and fiddle and such like that. Not an every week thing, but just trying to find players. We don't want the band to be up there all the time. I'm there to do that. So we're still looking for players, to
there you go.
Join us. And so I think they're going to come. Maybe this will help. But
sure, absolutely. All right. So when you construct the music portion of the service, is it sort of themed to what pastor's message is that day?
I'm not doing that quite yet, because for now I didn't want to overcomplicate the music. It's basically simple hymns for the last 100 years.
Yeah.
We're playing in a country style.
Yeah.
And so I'm just not making it complex. I want people, hey, you play guitar a little bit, jump on in. We're going to do I'll Fly Away, or whatever.
Yeah. And after all, Bill, it's the same Lord. It's the same message every week, isn't it?
Absolutely.
When you get right down to it.
It really is. There's nothing complicated about Christianity, but you know how it is. Our spirit is always in a battle with our flesh, and so I always say pastors don't need to teach something new. They need to teach what's true. And we just need to keep reminding ourselves of what it is that we believe, because there's so many things that pull us away from it. And I think this, having an opportunity to worship on Sunday night is something that a lot of people, I think, will welcome. And I'm just really looking forward to see who God puts together in this, not only in who's going to be in the band, but who's going to be in the congregation.
Yeah. Well, that's an interesting dynamic, because I'm sure you'll have people who are there on Sunday morning and back on Sunday night.
Right.
There are many churches who have that sort of a format anyway, where people are back for the Sunday. But now they're getting something that has a little bit of a different flavor to it.
Right. And for those people that, don't like traditional or don't like contemporary, I thought, why should we do another traditional or another contemporary? Let's give an offering for those who like country music.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure that as you've thought about this and been putting it together, you've gotten a lot of feedback from members of the congregation already.
Yeah, the congregation has been totally supportive. Our leadership has been incredibly supportive and given us the resources to buy equipment and the things that we need, because we're going to be doing this in the fellowship hall instead of in the sanctuary, because the fellowship hall is more, I think wouldn't you agree that it's a better setting for this type of worship? That, because we have a formal sanctuary, and I just feel like we need to have something a little more casual
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it sounds like a wonderful thing, though, and I'm sure that you're going to have fun with it. But it's a new way to express yourself in worship, and that's the really exciting aspect of it.
Yeah, that's the way I see it. Just another opportunity to hear the word of God in a special way. You know, something that will appeal to different people. You know, like we have lots of churches that do really good traditional worship and really good contemporary worship, but you know, I think this is something that's missing for all those people that love country music.
Yeah, absolutely. The country music genre itself sort of lends itself to sort of the worship experience when you consider the historical connection that really the roots of country music go back to faith, and so it's a really natural thing, I think, to have it as part of the worship experience at Grace.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be fun to see what songs, you know, come out, you know, from, you know, because all these country stars, they're still putting out Christian songs,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So, you know, it's not hard to find them. So I think we'll have, it's, you know, the opportunity is rich here. There's so many songs that we'll
Absolutely.
be able to go to.
Absolutely, and we know the talent within that congregation there, that I'm sure that there will be plenty of original works as well, eventually. Maybe not at first, but...
Maybe somebody else writing those.
Well, this guy writes musicals, doesn't
That's
he?
true. He does. He does.
Yeah, you can
a
do
couple,
that.
but I don't do the music part. I get musicians around me to do that.
Well, you set them off in the right direction.
You gave me a good idea, though.
There you go. Bill, through the Lenten season, of course, the Grace Worship experience is always a special thing. And as we head toward the Holy Week, a few weeks away from now, I'm sure that you'll be following a certain path to the cross. And I'm sure people are looking forward to it. How do you style it this year?
Well, this year I just have been in Israel, so the whole way through Lent on Wednesdays, I'm going to be offering pictures and explanations of, you know, what was happening here at this site. And I'm going to be doing everything from Bethlehem the whole way to Jerusalem and getting him to the cross, you know, by the time we get through Lent.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I remember I was just reading, I think it was Swindoll or somebody was talking about the fact that when you go to the Holy Land, people always talk about, I want to walk where Jesus walked. He said, you want to walk where Jesus walked, then get out on the Sea of Galilee, because that's the one place you can be sure you're walking where Jesus walked.
Yes, it was amazing being on the Galilee. It was just so beautiful and so touching. You know, that will stick with me for the rest of my life. I'll never read the Bible the same after having been in the footsteps of Jesus. You know, whether it was being at the Jordan River, and we know where he was baptized. I mean, we're within yards. We're positive that's where he was baptized.
Yeah.
And we also know where he was born. You know, there's two different ideas of where he was buried, but I think the Church of the Resurrection is where it's at.
Yeah.
But, that's my opinion. But it was marvelous being there. I'll never forget it.
Yeah. I love the what you can see online of what they've done with the archaeological dig around Peter's mother's house.
Yes.
Which is in where, Capernaum?
Yes.
Is that where it is?
Yeah, and of course that lies in ruins. Jesus had cursed 10 towns are all lying in ruins. But you know, there's another town there that Tiberias, it wasn't even on the map when Jesus was alive.
Yeah.
Now it's a big city, but all these other towns lie in ruins. but yeah, you walk out of the temple and Peter's house is just, you know, it's less than 100 yards away.
Yeah.
I always had an idea that it was much further than that, but it's just, he literally left the temple, went to Peter's house, and healed everyone they brought to him.
Amazing. All right. The stories that you can now preach about at Grace Church. Will there be a cantata this year?
I think they're planning one for Palm Sunday.
For Palm
I'm
Sunday?
not positive.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll get the news when when that comes available. But starting March 1st, that's the big day for the debut of the Grace Church
Country gospel.
Country Gospel service at 7 o'clock each Sunday night.
Right.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Todd. It's always good to be with you.
I'm glad you came in to visit with us and wish you the best. It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. Coming up, a couple of moments away from now, Westwood One Sports. But first, we've got Monica with us this morning, and she has today's edition of Money Matters.
2 tax credits could delay your refunds this year. Early filers may have to wait a little longer than they planned if they claim the earned income tax credit or the additional